Governor Pritzker has promised to make changes at DCFS to protect children like Serenity. Still, as CBS 2's Jim Williams reports, dozens of children whose families were investigated by DCFS have been killed in just the last year.
It is a heartbreaking roster of failure.
It's a 6-year-old female, possibly not breathing, bleeding from the nose, turning different colors.
6-year-old Carrie Rutherford dead in August in Kendall County. Toxicology reports showed she had ingested a lethal dose of a drug commonly prescribed for adults. Her mother and stepfather are now charged with involuntary manslaughter. Before Carrie's death, neighbors had called authorities dozens of times.
At least 4 times. I'd say more, because I know I called anonymously a few times.
A police report said a teacher had notified DCFS.
DCFS let Tate down, and now he's dead.
In February of this year, in East Peoria, 4-year-old Tate Thurman died, beaten head to toe. His father's girlfriend is charged with murder. DCFS had had contact with the little boy's family as well, CBS 2's Chris Ty learned.
7 DCFS investigations would start and stop over the next 6 years.
That was months after the murder of A.J. Friend after horrific abuse. In January, the Illinois Inspector General's office in its annual report said 123 children with prior DCFS interventions died between July of 2018 and July of 2019. Last year, Governor Pritzker vowed there would be changes at DCFS.
Bringing the best caseworkers, the best trained caseworkers and investigators to the forefront.
We certainly have seen some changes, and while progress is being made, it's definitely not to the measure that I think we need to see with regards to how children and families are being impacted right now.
Alpa Patel, chief deputy with the Cook County Public Guardian's Office, says DCFS caseworkers need much better supervision.
There are certainly some fantastic caseworkers, from some fantastic people working with these families, and I applaud them, as do my colleagues. However, you know, sometimes those folks are far and few between in terms of all the other folks that need the support and training and probably additional coaching in order to do the right job or adequate job for the clients that we serve.
In the A.J. Friend case, 2 former DCFS workers were charged with child endangerment and reckless conduct. Erica, those are felony charges.
Yes, they are. Well, Jim, Governor Pritzker says his administration is giving DCFS more support, but how many frontline workers have actually been hired?
Well, they told us today 500 caseworkers and investigators have been hired in the last year and a half since the governor's big announcement. That number, though, offset somewhat by retirements.
All right. Jim Williams, thank you. The CBS 2 investigators have been looking into DCFS for months now. You can see all of our reports by going to cbschicago.com and going to the CBS 2 investigators.